Good evening, USA. Bobby Cardenas coming at you from Lancaster, California. Okay, so Tuesday, the day after, unfortunately, one of our great stars and great humanitarians, Robin Williams, passed away. He decided to go to sleep. Could not take the demons he was battling anymore. But I personally got a chance to work with him one day and meet him one day on his show, The Crazy Ones, recently. So I'm very fortunate in that regard because I always liked him. And I always heard good things about him, and it turned out that he was a pretty nice guy. A little shorter than I thought because he was shorter than I am. I'm 5'10" on a good day. But anyway, he was a brilliant man. Fun to watch. Fun to watch him on the set, too, with another great actor that I became friends with, Brad Garrett. And anyway, so peace to him, and good wishes and our prayers to his family and his friends. So, today, Real Madrid and Sevilla UEFA Super Cup, which pits the UEFA Champions League winner, which was Real Madrid from this past season, against the UEFA Europa Cup winner, Sevilla, also from Spain. And Real Madrid won 2-0 in Wales. They had the game in Wales because these kinds of Super Cups and Champions League games and all that are decided way ahead of time, just like the NFL Super Bowls are, what cities ahead of time. So it was a great homecoming for Gareth Bale from Real Madrid. He's Welsh. So it was great. He had his family, friends able to watch him. And he assisted Ronaldo on a beautiful goal. Anyway, so that's great. Man U played their last friendly against another Spanish team, Valencia, today at Old Trafford. And Man U went up 1-0 in the first half early. Then Valencia tied it 1-1 early in the second half. And believe it or not, who of all the Man U players would score the winner in extra time after the 90th minute? Fellaini, the Belgian player, who most likely is on his way out from Man U. He scored the winner, though. So he's got a little notch on his belt for that. Okay. Arsenal beat Man City in the FA Cup Community Shield over the weekend. That pits the winner of the FA Cup from last season, which was Arsenal, and the winner of the Barclays Premier League, which was Man City. And Arsenal just owned them. It was ridiculous. 3-0. Right? Yes, 3-0, because the last goal was Giroud scored. Now, the women's under-20 World Cup that's going on right now in Canada. So the USA had to beat Brazil over the weekend 1-0 to keep their hopes alive. And today beat China 3-0 to advance to the quarterfinals on Saturday. And China had tied Germany 5-5 during the group play. So great, the U.S. women's team advances. And let's support them. Watch them on ESPN U 208 on DirecTV. So I don't know about the other cable stations. Now, I want to speak a little bit about something that came up, though, during the USA women's game. And that was Tony DeCicco, who was announcing the game, who was a former U.S. goalkeeper in his college days, actually played one cap for the U.S. men's team back in the 70s. Coach for the our women's senior World Cup winning team in 1999. And before that, the goalkeeper coach. Coached also in one of the women's leagues and has been an announcer. Okay, let's get to the point. Early in the first half, there's a play involving the ball bouncing. It was about the 15th minute, I think, in the Brazil end, in the Brazil 18-yard area. Ball bounces around, boom, hits a Brazilian player while she's guarding the near post, bounces off, continues. The USA women are screaming. And what are they yelling? The wrong term, handball, and so is Tony. Tony stated that, and these are his words, that he was upset and concerned because nowadays no one really understands what handball is. And FIFA needs to address that and really clarify what a handball is. And in his opinion, a handball is anything that touches a player's hand when the hand is away from the body. So on the first point, that nobody understands what a handball is, I actually agree with you on that. And do you know why no one should understand what a handball is? Because there is no such thing as handball. How many times have I stated this over my posts? There's something called handling, which goes against the laws, Law 12, fouls and misconduct. A player, and this includes a goalkeeper in certain cases, may not illegally handle the ball. Plain and simple. It's called handling. If you, as a person that's been involved in this sport 40-odd years by now, can't understand what handling is, for it to be clarified for you by FIFA, because you don't think people understand, there's something wrong there. And I'm not picking on you personally. It's not a personal pick, but you are a public figure when you're announcing a game, right? So your views can and should be criticized. So just as my views that I'm stating right now, because it's public, because it's going on YouTube, Facebook, share, whatever, I can be criticized, and I will welcome the criticisms, and I should take them, good, bad, whatever, indifferent, doesn't matter. So that's why I'm criticizing you, just because of what you stated, not because you're you. So understand that. And I don't agree with your viewpoint. It's sending the wrong message. Stop using the term handball. There's no such thing. You're confusing people. You and other announcers continuously use this term. How many times must I tell you? And if you don't understand what handling is, then you can call on me, because I was a certified USSF, United States Soccer Federation ref. I reached the level of 7, and I probably could have continued and become a state ref had I wanted to go more. I retired after 15 years in 2010. I still continue to referee in my adult league because I keep up on all the laws of the game, changes, the mandates, all of that. So feel free to contact me if you need explanation on any of the laws of the game. Okay? So that's it. So tomorrow, what do we say now? We say no to racism and go USA!